Okay, good morning. My name is David Flores. I am a commercial real estate investor based in Houston. I've been in the business 20 years and done 2 billion in transactions during that time. Welcome to our show, Diamonds in the Rough. Today, our esteemed guest is Matt Franke. And Matt, welcome to the show. Give us a little bit of background on what your current role is in commercial real estate.
Good morning, David, and good to see you. Thanks for having me. I am a vice president at NorthMarq Capital, which means I arrange and assist my clients in providing debt and equity capital for their commercial real estate transactions. Generally speaking, my focus is on transactions ranging from about 3 million to 30 million in that middle market, with a lot of office, retail, and multifamily specifically in my background. My colleagues and teammates have a little bit deeper background in terms of the transactions that they focus on, really across the spectrum.
Great. Well, I know you and I have known each other a long time. I know you're one of the best in the business, so appreciate you being on the show with us. Let's get started. How did you get into commercial real estate originally?
Well, it's kind of an interesting story. The short version is blind luck, and I'll try to be brief. But I grew up in Kansas City, Missouri, and went to college there. During university, I worked as an intern in the mailroom for a mid-size life insurance company. And in that role, back when people got their mail daily, it was my job to deliver it to every group and every individual in the company. And as a result of that, I got to know everybody in the insurance company. And as you can imagine, I quickly grew bored of delivering mail after a few months. But through my inquiry and really just asking questions as I stopped by each department, I got to know a little bit about what each group did. And one of the groups that interested me was the real estate investment group, which consisted of five individuals and a small department. And really, I asked for a job, and I didn't really know what they did, but I knew that it was more interesting than delivering mail. And the response was, we'd love to have you help us as an intern, but we don't have room in our budget. And I offered to work for free to get around that budget issue. And the short version is they agreed to let me come by in the afternoons after my schoolwork was done, and really launched from there, starting with mostly analytical work. And I was really fortunate, David. What I didn't know and couldn't know is that those small group of people were really industry leaders. And I got to learn from some of the best in the market, and it really launched from there. And after I graduated, started there full time as an analyst. So that was really the start, from the mailroom to the top floor, just by luck.
You are living the American dream, man. And congratulations to the Chiefs for winning the Super Bowl this year too. Big fan of that team and the quarterback there. So you're an expert in this business. You've been around a long time, since you were in college. What's your current assessment of the current market situation with this period in world history that we're in right now?
Well, interesting question. Certainly unprecedented times. That word gets thrown around a lot, and deservedly so. It's really interesting to me that we're only, call it 6 weeks into this Corona market or COVID market. It seems like a lot longer than that to me, and I think it does to others as well. My view is that we're closer to the end of it than the beginning, which provides a lot of optimism for me and my teammates. But it remains a very illiquid market in my business. The agency lenders, Fannie, Freddie, FHA, remain viable sources for multifamily finance. The insurance companies are starting to re-engage in terms of offering what I consider to be compelling and competitive proposals for conservative financing opportunities. But other debt platforms such as CMBS remains very much locked up right now and not a viable source. So we need those groups to get back into the market in a competitive way before we can start to see any level of normalcy.
Got it. Great observations on where we are right now. So looking at the forecast 6 to 9 months, maybe the end of 2020, beginning of or Q1 of 2021, where do you think all this will shake out?
Well, my crystal ball, David, is no more clear than yours. And I gave up forecasting a long time ago because I was always wrong. But I will share this. My experience with Houstonians and Texans in general is that we are a resilient group. And I've seen that time and time again. And if you look back to our last major recession in 2009, 2010, Houston and Texas were among the leaders in the country to come out of that faster than most of the rest of the country. And then you look at more localized tragedies like Hurricane Harvey. Many predicted that would be the beginning of a long correctionary period for our region. What happened was we got to work quickly and recovered faster than really anybody predicted. And I anticipate that once the stay-at-home orders are lifted, that we'll get back to work quickly and get back to doing what we are good at, and that is working hard and playing hard. I truly anticipate that to be the case, and I know that I want to do that, my family wants to do that, and my teammates want to do that just as quickly as possible. That's
great. I love how you wrap that question up. I'm a big fan as well of what everything is about being in Houston, being in Texas. So Matt, appreciate you coming on the show. And as I always like to end the shows with this, Matt, we all know it's a rough world out there in commercial real estate. So Matt, I just want to let you know that you are a diamond in the rough. Thanks for being on the show.
Oh, thanks for having me, David, and look forward to talking to you in person soon.
You got it. Thanks.